here a little bit mid-morning, late mid-morning, because of some appointments and showings that I had, which was beautiful and wonderful. You can see behind me this glorious white snow. Look at that fresh, crisp snow, which is so nice at the beginning of the year. I love fresh, crisp snow for a few days, and then I like it to disappear because I'm not really the best of winter persons, but it's so great. It's so good to be here. Just waiting a couple of minutes to see if anybody's available to hop on. If you can, hop on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Those mornings, those mornings when you wake up and you feel the gap. You know that do you know that gap of where you could be and who's showing up this morning? Who are you showing up as? That quiet ache that whispers, there's more. You're meant for more. But then right behind, there's this whisper it comes in a heavier one. But can you? Are you really the person that can do this? If that's you, and if that's you this morning or today, I want to encourage you that you're not off track. You're in the exact place where growth is happening. If you feel that urge that, you wake up in the morning and you're like, "Ugh, there's more. I'm getting up for more. Yeah, I feel it." And you feel it in your bones and you're just like, you just know it, right? And then you get that little whisper. Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you can do that? Are you the right person? Don't you think you should pass it off to maybe so and so? They're much more educated. They're much more advanced. They're much more esteemed. They're much more beautiful. They're much more, powerful and influential. You know those whispers, right? I've been in that gap. I've wrestled with the same questions. The same doubts, the same pressure of wanting more while fighting pieces of myself that weren't caught up yet. And that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm still in those places at times. I'm in that stretch. John Maxwell talks about the law of the rubber band. That law of the rubber band where there's that friction of what you're comfortable with, where you know that you're capable of, and the unknown. That place that you are meant for more. You want to go further. You're building, you're growing, but you're just like, can I do this? Am I really seeing things right? Is this vision really, really clear? And that is healthy. That means you are stretching, you're growing. That's what makes this journey real, is feeling that stretch. The law of the rubber band says you always have to feel that friction, because that means that you're in the right place of growth. And I'm here with you today. Your calling is often bigger than your current belief. Your vision, it needs to be. Your vision, your calling, your purpose, it has to be bigger than what you already know. Your vision always has to outpace your confidence. Because if it doesn't, then it's really not a vision. It's really not a big idea. If you're comfortable with it and you're just like, yeah, I know this. I've been here. This is easy. No worries. And you're not feeling that stretch, then your vision probably isn't big enough. Good morning, everybody. So if you're feeling that insecurity, you're feeling that lack of confidence, don't lose heart. You're in the right place. Your vision always has to outpace your confidence. And your desire, that deep, unshakable desire, the thing that you're going after, and think of Grow Rich. You have to keep that desire. It becomes a burning desire. It's the thing that you want to sacrifice for. It, the thing that gets you out of the bed for. It's the thing that you're just like, oh, I see it, but it feels so far away, but I see it, I hold it. And you're living it every single day. You see it in your mind. You're playing it over. That's your vision. They don't match. They don't feel comfortable with each other yet. But the evidence is there that it's possible. When you have a vision, when you have a dream, the evidence there that it's possible, and you're in that place of stretching, you're in that place of friction because you know you're growing, you're moving forward, and you know that it's possible for you. Too many people, they shut themselves down too early because of that stretch, because of that friction. You're like feeling so insecure of like, oh, am I really meant for this? Is this really me? Is this meant for me? And they jump off too early. I talked about that last week, right? You're 2 feet from gold. You might be 2 feet from gold. And that friction, that whisper of where you're headed and where you are right now doesn't align, and it just feels like it's yelling at you. But it's yours. It's yours to keep hold of. It's yours to go after. Your belief just needs to catch up. Your belief just needs to catch up. And how does that happen? Most people don't quit because they're incapable. They quit because the person they think they are doesn't line up with the person they're becoming. You're not that person yet. You're becoming that person. You're growing into that person. That friction shows up. That friction shows up when you hesitate, when you're overthinking, when you're shrinking or you're procrastinating. That's where that friction is, because it's so uncomfortable. So that's the very thing that you need to step over, that fear barrier that's going to hold, that's going to try to keep you safe, that's trying to hold you back. Those whispers, you got to step over it. Let me say it clearly to you. And I have my notes in front of me because I think this is such an important message that I want to make sure that I get it, is that you don't have a capability problem. You have a belief gap because you're not that person yet. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining in. That place of where you're growing to, where you're going after, you're not there yet. So there's a belief gap. Fill the gap. It's the shift. Today, stop asking, am I capable? And start asking, what version of me am I choosing to strengthen today? What version of me am I choosing to strengthen today? Belief is built. Belief is fed through action. Your vision will not wait for perfection. It moves when you move. It's so good. I love that. Your vision will not wait for perfection. It moves when you move. So move today. Pick one small action that aligns with who you're becoming, not who you've been. It's crazy, as I'm growing into mine, having mentorship centers all over the world, being able to open doors for people that, they have that urge, they have that thing for more. They know that there's more, but they just don't know where to start. They need people alongside of them to cheer them on, to help them to have the tools that they need to have to grow and to open up doors so they can see the more for them, for their life. That's what I do. And so I want you to say this with me as I'm coming alongside you today, as you're in that place of friction and you're in that place of growth, you're in that place of lack of belief of, can I really do this? Yes, you can, because you have everything inside of you. You have everything inside of you for what it is that you have been purposed for. As you get clarity, as you move through that stretch zone of that fear barrier, and you take that step forward of action today, I want you to say this aloud. My belief is catching up to my calling. And as we say things like this, we're going to close in that gap, okay? So my belief is catching up to my calling. My belief, it's catching up. Come on, belief. Let's go move forward. Come on, belief. Take a next step forward. I'm becoming the woman or the man my future needs today. I'm becoming. I'm not there yet, and that's okay. But I am becoming the woman my future needs today. Today, you're needed. Today, you're taking action. Today, you're becoming more and more. So ask this question, please. Ask yourself, what belief about myself is no longer serving where I'm going? What belief about myself is no longer serving where I'm going? I don't want to hear things like, I'm not good at business. I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough education. That's easy. That's easy. You can take courses. You can lean into somebody that's already doing what you're doing. You can surround yourself with the people that will help support your belief. I'm here to support your belief. I see and I believe in you what you are believing for yourself. I see it and I'll hold your hands up. I'll hold your up hands up in victory when you can't hold your hand up yourself. I'm holding your hand up and I'm cheering you on. I see it and I believe it in you. Keep going. When the stretch feels so hard, I was working out this morning with those bands. I'm doing this P-Vault and I'm working different muscles and I'm doing different motions and I'm learning balance that I haven't had to use in a long time. I used to figure skate, and so I was really good at balance, but that was a lot of years ago. A lot of things have happened with my body since then. And so I'm back to stretching and balancing, using different balance motions, to strengthen my whole core. And it feels uncomfortable. It feels like somebody could come over and just poke me and I would fall over. But I know that as I'm doing it every day, I'm taking that stretch and I'm leaning into that stretch more of I can do this. Oh yeah. Every day I'm getting stronger. I'm getting more balance. I'm building that confidence. Every day I'm, gathering myself around investors and people that are very, very extremely wealthy, very successful. But that's not it. Is they're allowing me into the room with them. They're sharing their experiences. They're giving me opportunities to learn and listen and grow with them. That's who you want to surround yourself with, is people that will let you into their courts, let you into the rooms and saying, hey, I see and I believe this in you. Come on, let me show you. It's so fun. So I'm inviting you into my room here, into my space, cheering you on and saying, I believe in you. Let's go. Let's do this together. What tiny action can I take today that strengthens the identity that I'm stepping into? What tiny action can I take today that strengthens the identity I'm stepping into? If this message stirred something in you, take the next step. I created I have a wonderful lesson. I love this lesson. It's already pre-recorded, so you can stop and listen. It's about an hour long, so you can take your time and move through it. And it has worksheets to go through it. It's going to be public for just a little bit of time, and then I'm closing it up to make it a private teaching and a private lesson. So if something is stirred in you and you want more, I want you to message me here and say, I need a new belief. Go ahead, text, I need a new belief. And I'm going to send you a personal message. And if you want deeper support, you want to take 30 minutes with me and break that belief barrier, break that belief that's holding you back from stepping into the more, let's connect. So the first step of taking action for yourself and moving into the person that you want to grow into is putting the message, I need a new belief. And then respond to me when I send you a personal message. And then get on a 30-minute call with me and let's go. Let's break those belief barriers that are holding you back. Or it could be other things. You're already in motion. You're feeling the friction. But what is the very next thing? What is the thing that scares you the most about doing today? That is the thing that you need to step out in. That's the next step that you need to take. And don't worry, friends. Once the band, you lose that friction a little bit, but you're still in motion, the friction's still going to be there. You got a journey. This is a journey and it really never goes away. And I honestly don't want that friction to ever go away for me, because when I don't have that friction, when I have that space where things do become comfortable and easy, that's where I fall back. That's where I go back into old habits, behaviors, and then old beliefs, because I'm slower, I'm heavier, I'm not as active, I'm not as clear with my vision. So don't shrink back. Keep going, keep moving forward, and let's do this together. I want you to have a wonderful, wonderful day today, stepping out into closing that gap for you and your belief. Have an amazing day.